Hey guys, so was at Dollar General and I found these. I don't know if they're new, but if I find stuff I haven't tried before. But Tangy Ranch. I don't know if what they're gonna taste like because ranch is already kind of tangy. But smells like regular Doritos. Yeah. So it just smells like regular Dorito. Kidding. Hmm. I mean, bit of a tang. Come on. Fucking camera, I swear to fucking God, I'm so tired of this bullshit. Yeah, I mean, you can kind of see, the spice or something on there. It's got green, and I mean, it's actually pretty good. I mean, I really don't taste ranch, but oh my God. That one was like, almost like they took a ranch packet and just fucking dumped it all on a fucking chip. Ooh. Yeah, it's like, it leaves a little on your tongue, like a little tingly, tangy feeling. Um, they're pretty good, though. I don't know how long these have been out. It's not like it says new. So, I mean, it's Dollar General. It gets stuff late, but uh, I mean, they're good. Not something I eat all the time. Ooh, that chip though, that last one. It didn't look like it was that much, but it was. It's like I can feel it in my throat. God, like I said, it felt like it took, someone just took one of those ranch packets and just like dumped it on the chip and you just put it in your mouth. Oh, god damn. They're okay though. Probably would make some pretty good nachos out of that though. I was also looking for stuff. Someone mentioned Gushers, which I haven't had in ages. But the only Gushers they have are in a box with fruit by the foot and fruit roll-ups. I'm like, no, I just want Gushers. So there's stuff I'd probably have to go to Walmart or Food Lion or Ingles for or something like that because yeah, you can only find so much down at Dollar General, especially because a lot of the times don't restock when they should. They're supposed to restock every Thursday, but there are times you'll go in Thursday. Like one Thursday you'll go in and there'll be like nothing. You go back the next day when it's supposed to be stocked, nothing. You go back the next Thursday and still nothing. Ooh. So sometimes I don't know if they just don't feel like stocking it or they're not getting shipments in, but uh, yeah. But it's got a nice, but those got a nice, it does, it has a nice tangy flavor to it. Like I said, just right on the tongue. It's not like it's a spicy feeling. It's just really tingly on the tongue. So that's always good. Uh, I was looking, and I really should have picked up more. Because like the other day, I did what, like three things. I did the Funyun Lays, the circus peanuts, and the circus cookies. And I was out the other day, and this was when I wasn't able to make any videos. And I was gonna pick some stuff up. I'm like, but wait, I'm not gonna be able to make anything till Tuesday, so I didn't pick anything up. And I saw those, the chips, and that's all I got. I really should have picked up more, because I know people like watching nostalgic stuff, and oh yeah, I remember those when I was a kid, and uh, I just completely forgot. But I mean, I go there all the time, so uh, yeah. So if you haven't had them, I'd say pick them up at least once. Nothing quenches a monster thirst quite like Monster Energy drink. Not sponsored. Still. You would think I drink a lot of these, but I really don't drink as many as people think. I mean, there was a time and a place when I did. I mean, for people who don't know, I mean, when I was in high school, Monster Energy drink had just come out. Same thing with Rockstar. And the only people who were really drinking Rockstar and Monster were the people like me and my friends, we consider outsiders. You had the goth, you had the fucking, emo kids. I was more into, heavy metal and rock and all that, but uh, we all kind of hung out because, like I said, I've said this before, I had friends in every group, regardless of color, creed, religion. So, but it was, we were drinking the Monster and we were drinking the Rockstar, and then suddenly everyone was doing it. So, drinking like with drinking Rockstar and being like one of the few people who did it made you feel like a rock star. You're like, I'm drinking something really no one else here is drinking, and you think it was a high school, you would think people would be, but no, no, they really weren't. Um, I would go to school. I ended up going to a different school that was right next door. Uh, I mean, it is kind of my fault I had to go there because this was a school for people who didn't feel like doing anything. It was weird because so the place I went to was one like it wasn't for troublemakers. That was a different school. It was like a little trailer type thing next to the school that I had gone to. That's where they sent the people who were violent and drugs and this and that. So the school I went to was next to the high school, and it was only for like people. I mean, you could go there to accelerate. Like they gave accelerated credits. So if you wanted to graduate early, you could. And there was people who just didn't do anything in school. Like they would do some things, but for the most part, they were like me. I sat there and I drew. My but it's like it's not like I was stupid. The teachers called in my parents, and I think I said this the other day, but they're like, we don't understand. He doesn't do any of his work, but he passed all his tests. And then my mom's like, well, why aren't you just doing your homework? I'm like, well, what's the homework? It leads up to the test. If I'm passing the test already, that means I already know the subject. The teacher's like, yeah, that may be true, but the test or the homework still counts as it's more of the grade than the test is, so you still really do need to do the homework. But yeah, I never did any of my work, but I passed all my tests. So um, there was that. But when I was at that school, there was just a time where I just got so tired of being there. So I lived on base, and I would go through the front gate, or not really the front gate. I think I would still go through the way we normally would, but there was a store, Circle K, that was right there, and I would pick stuff up over there, and then I'd go over to school and sit outside and just kind of eat and drink. I'd get a Monster, except it was the bigger one, the one with the little cool little twisty lid. I'd get one of those. One of those! And I would sit outside, table, and the teacher would come out, and his name was Murphy. Or his last name was Murphy. We called him Murph. But he'd come out, he's like, John, you're coming in? I'm like, eating. He's like, okay, well, you're already like an hour late. I'm like, yeah, I'll be in there soon. He's like, okay. And then he went back in. And I would just take my time. I got tired of being there. Like I said, I didn't see the point of doing anything if I was passing all the tests. So when I did go in, I had notebooks and I was just drawing them. I still have all the fucking notebooks from when I was in middle school and high school. I just drew it on. My mom's like, "Here's another notebook. Don't fucking draw in it." I'm like, "Uh huh." And then, what do you know? Every page may have some notes and then like fucking drawings on it. I couldn't help myself. Uh, but yeah, the teachers. We had a thing called the blue chairs, which was basically for the people waiting to see the principal. And when you were sent to the blue chairs, that was, more of a trouble thing. And I just got so tired of school and just so annoyed one day. I'm like, "Hey, Ivy." Ivy was I think his name was Doug Ivy. And I'm like, "Hey, Ivy, can I just send myself to the blue chairs?" He's like, "Well, if I send you to blue chairs, I'm gonna have to write you up." I'm like, "Oh, whatever." And I talked to the principal, and and he was just like, "I don't understand. Why are you why are you acting like this?" And I was like, "I'm just tired of being here. I'm tired of school in general. It's like I come here, I'm here how many hours a day? I'm not doing any of the real work, but I'm still passing my tests, and I just, and then, Ivy wanted me to join the debate club because, he would love to debate with the class, and, he had respect for anyone who was able to not only debate with him, but, kind of not really change his mind with certain things, but just prove that you can debate, you can throw out facts and take those facts that other people give, and he wasn't stupid. He was incredibly fucking smart, which is I don't know why he was teaching fucking high school kids. He could have been doing way more than fucking high school work. Um, but he wanted me to join the debate team, and I was like, fuck that. I didn't say that to him because it was during class, and I'm like, I already spend my day here. I really don't feel like spending extra hours here. And he just kind of shook his head in disappointment. I'm used to it. Disappointment from the adults in my life. I'm used to it. Uh, I mean, for the longest while, my parents were the same way. I wasn't doing my work and all that stuff, and in some of the classes like math, I suck at math. And I was trying to tell them, I'm like, I don't learn math the way everyone else does. I learned with visuals and so like basically like science. I would look at the science book. They would say read pages this, this, and this. I didn't read any of the pages. I didn't read any of it. I more like skimmed through it, looked for choice words that I knew were going to be on a test. Um, when you look through the books, they have the pictures with the captions under it. I would look at the picture, study the picture, because for some reason that stuff always seemed to make it on the test as well. So I never learned from, writing down notes and reading. I was visual. I'm a hands-on person. I'm a visual person. So that's why I excelled at every other subject because you can visualize things. Math, however, when it comes to math charts and pie graphs and bar and all that, it's fine. I was fine with those because I could visually see it. But when it comes to equations, I hell my this what is it, the SATs or the whatever the test we had back then. I only missed the math part by like 13 points because it was all stuff they either didn't teach us or stuff I couldn't really visualize. Passed the English part problem with no fucking problem. Always been great with spelling and all that. Geez, John, you could have fooled us. You fucking suck when you talk on here. Yeah, you also got to remember how long ago high school was. Or are you the fucking grammar Nazis? Jesus, I hate when people are like, "Hey, you spelled it wrong and you're not using correct punctuation." It's like, why don't you become a fucking teacher if you care about it so goddamn much? You fucking jerk. But yeah, I don't know how this went from eating food to therapist session about fucking high school life. I don't know. I don't know. Don't know. Don't know. But It's all because of this. All because of Monster. It was all because of you. Fucking bringing up high school memories. But yeah, Monster. Everybody really wasn't drinking it, except for the people like me and people I hung out with. Not even all the people I hung out with, just a few. But Monster Energy drink. You have a Monster thirst, nothing quenches it quite like a Monster Energy drink. Still not sponsored. Anyways, I think I've rambled on long enough. Anyways, I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.